Prabhuji and Mataji's, Dandat Pranam. I really want to thank my senior Shiksha Gurus Radhesham Prabhuji, Madhusudan Vishnu Prabhuji, my Shiksha Guru, close Shiksha Guru Liram Prabhu, for giving this opportunity to spread this message of Bhagavadgita. And I am really thankful to all of you who could sustain for 15 to 16 sessions now. It's not an easy job actually. The thing is, our material education and spiritual education, generally in material education, whoever gives the education is considered more knowledgeable than students. But in spiritual education, it's not that. It's not that I am sitting here in Vyasasana, I am more knowledgeable or more spiritually elevated than others who are hearing. That's not the concept, especially in spiritual knowledge. Everyone is struggling in their own spiritual journey. In whatever I am telling, it's some kind of purification for me also. ఇంత మాట్లాడుతున్నాం ఇప్పటికైనా పాటించరా బాబు and it's a lesson for me. It's not that whoever is sitting in a Vyasasana, or at least in my case, I am more knowledgeable or spiritually elevated. No, it's not like that. There may be a lot of devotees who are in the amongst yourself who are more spiritually elevated or more spiritually conscious or more spiritually strengthy to be said. Some situations all can't deal actually, despite having. So it's not that someone who is sitting in Vyasasana is more. So we should not compare this with our material studies. So that's the intention behind it. So now, what is today's chapter? 16th chapter. 16th chapter पेर एंटी. 16th chapter का नाम क्या है? 16वीं chapter का नाम क्या है? It's there. The divine and demoniac qualities. Okay, Neil, come here. Again, it's very difficult to find you. Come here. Before itself, I will ask questions. This way. No. This way, come. Be fast. This way, come this way. Now, tell me, who is the best known demon you know? Best known demon. You know the meaning of demon?
Yeah, he's like a bad guy.
A bad guy. Who is the best bad guy you know?
Ravan.
Huh? Ravan. Oh, okay. Is he the only bad guy? Anyone else? Kumbhakarna also. Very good. Anyone else? Okay, now very good answer. Now tell me why they are bad.
Because they were actually bhakts of Vishnu or other gods, and then they gave them special avatars to be bad.
Oh.
But then they just turned evil when they were good.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah, claps. Very good. Who told you this?
I just read the Ramayana.
You read that in a book, huh?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
I watched the Ramayana movie when I was 2 years old.
Oh, you watched Ramayana movie when you were 2 years old.
Yeah.
Super. Very nice. Now, that's very good. So generally you told about Ravana and Kumbhakarna who were there in the Ramayana time. Now in the current society, do you know who are the more demonic people? Do you know anyone?
Adolf Hitler.
Huh? Adolf Hitler. Yes. Good. Very nice, yeah. Very nice. Really, I'm really thankful that you are there with me. When you grow up, no, when you become very popular, remember me. No? When I come for autograph, give me autograph. Now, will you forget?
No.
Huh? If I come when you are popular, you will be very more busy. Probably you might forget me. Will you forget me? Huh? You should give autograph to me, okay? Chalo. Good. No, really, it's a very great thing, you know. Kids inculcating spiritual culture from the childhood itself, you know. In some or the other situation, being in this material world, each and every person, whether it is a good or a bad, you will be into a situation where you will not be in a situation to decide. Idi tappu kaadu, adi tappu kaadu. Edi right? Which one is right? Which one is good? Which one is bad? In that situation, when kids with spiritual inclination would be tending to take more appropriate decision than taking a wrong decision. I see a lot of kids studying in big schools, they don't have this knowledge also. When they leave about, I don't want to blame kids there. Even parents, they themselves don't believe that something like spirituality is there or something like God is there. Their general conception is all these lords or gods who are there, they are just created for inculcating some morals in us. They are not actually real characters. They are some kind of imaginary characters which are meant to inculcate some moral principles among the kids or people at large. So now coming to today's chapter, divine and demoniac natures. Can anyone guess what is the link between 15th chapter and 16th chapter? Any guesses? What is the link between 15th and 16th chapter? How we can correlate? Only 10 seconds time is there. If not, I will tell. What is the relation between 15th and 16th chapter? Okay. 15th chapter, it is, it is more explained on the material world is compared to the banyan tree, right? Material world was compared with banyan tree. Now, he has described about the material world or the banyan tree, and he has told how complex is this banyan tree, how complex is the material world, but he has not in detail discussed about the fruits of the tree, right? Now, those fruits of the tree is being described in this chapter, that is divine and demoniac natures. Now, before we enter into this divine and demoniac nature chapter, we will do a quick recap of what we did in the first chapter. That is, first one is from material world to spiritual world. Here Krishna explains or gives an offer. Spiritual world is a wonderful tourist spot. Please come here. There is no anxiety here. You can be happy. It is a wonderful world where everyone is happy here, and he attracts you. That this material world is not a happy place to be in. Okay, so that's what he mentions in the first chapter and gives a rescue plan also of how to get out of this material world. And second one is struggle in life and birth. So in this material world, we will be struggling in the cycle of birth and death. If you are getting attracted to a lot of things in this material world, you will be attracted to here and itself, and what are the desires you are having, if you are not able to fulfill in this life, you have to again take birth and you have to fulfill those desires next birth also. So he was saying that there is a struggle in life for birth and death in this material world. Right? Now, third one is God's help. Despite being in this material world, for each and every success you have, God's help is there. That's what we need to understand. There might be a lot of even for the bad people who do bad things, even for doing bad things, God's sanction is required. God's sanction is required. Without God's sanction, no one can do anything. Whether God likes it or not, that's a different thing. But God's sanction is there, whatever you do. So in each and every activity you do, God's help is there. That's what the third lesson what we have seen. And the fourth one is essence of Vedanta. So essence of Vedanta is to understand ourselves, that we are souls, we are not material body. And this is an ongoing journey. Actually, right, when I have given a Good Friday session in my organization on Thursday last week. So I was thinking there, I need to stress a point that there in the Christianity they don't believe a concept of soul. They don't believe that soul is there. So it was very tough for me to say that, but luckily no one has raised any point, and I could compare each and every religion, Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism or Vedic thing. So it was a good comparison what we have given. And I don't know, so we need to understand that what is the essence of Vedanta, that we are soul, we are not a body, we are not a body. And as I told, one Muslim guy came and he told me that next is Bakrid, so you have to give session on Bakrid also. No boss, I can't give session on Bakrid because I can't promote kill sheep and all, so I can't give, I told. No sir, except for that you tell everything. I will think and let you know, like that I told. So the thing is, we need to understand that we should live in a consciousness that we are soul but not a body, and it's a very difficult thing actually. Telling is very easy, but its implementation is very difficult. But we need to build our environment in such a way where people are living in that consciousness. Association matters. So that's what he stresses in the essence of Vedanta. And last lesson is about if we know God, though it is not mentioned here, if we know God, you know everything. Yen Prabhuji, how you can say that if we know God, you know everything? We need to study LKG, UKG and all, right? So their God thing is not mentioned. That's what, if God thing is known, everything will automatically know. That's the point what he stresses. If you know me, you know everything required for your rescue of this material world. How to go and get out of this material world. So that's what, it's the recap of the 15th chapter. Now today's section. Today's section starts with two prisoners. Who are two prisoners? Actually, this world is a prison, right? There are two prisoners. Two types of prisoners. And what are they? It is there. And lawbreakers. Yeah. There are, you accept, right, we are in prison house. And there are so many spiritually inclined people who are law abiders, who abide by the law of God. Today, while I was coming to Vihanga, there was a signal there. Red signal was there and it was empty, and I stopped. And some other people were going, despite red signal, they were going. So as per law, they are supposed to stop, right? So they are law breakers. And despite I also being in the same prison of material world, I was obeying the law by stopping when the red signal was kept. So in the same prison house, we are having law abiders and law breakers. And we need to understand that these two prisoners is none other than ourselves. It's not someone outside. Do you accept we are prisoners? Wholeheartedly? How? How you are saying that you are you are in prison? Your mom is there, your dad is there, you are having 24/7 current is there, TV is there. When whatever you want, your mom and dad are fulfilling your desires, right? Then how is it a prison? You are saying yes, it is prison. How it is prison? No, tell me, your mom and dad are fulfilling your desires or not? Right? Then how it is a prison? Huh? How it is a prison? Your brother is laughing. Bhaga bukkaindi. Okay. Yeah, you will come to know eventually. So you need to understand that these two prisoners is none other than us. It is referred to us. But luckily we are following the law, and there are so many people outside who are not following the law. They are law breakers. Okay. So sometimes these terms, in Bhagavadgita, like when we say prisoners, it really pinches a lot of people. In one of the sessions where my Seksha Guru was taking one session, where he was saying, that eating, mating, sleeping, defending is everything done by pigs and human beings, and only who are doing something other than this to elevate themselves spiritually are humans. Whether there is no difference between pigs and human beings. That's what he used. One person got up and left. He didn't. He was not able to take it. Actually, not able to take it. So the thing is, sometimes spirituality or Bhagavad Gita, there are some truths which are very harsh, and it doesn't mean that we should not tell the truth. Are papam janalu hurt avtaru, papam papa hurt avtadi, papam manchive cheptanu. No, sometimes it is really harsh, because Bhagavad Gita is a very practical manual to. It acts like a mirror to us. It acts like a mirror to us. Sometimes and it's a journey. It's a personal journey. Either నేను చెప్తున్నాను, ఇక్కడ కూర్చొని ఇక్కడ చెప్తున్నాను. But when you introspect within yourself, you understand that it is a journey of each and every individual, and the journey of one individual is not the same as journey of another individual. Despite they might be a family members, the journey of parent Srija, right? Yeah. Srija, the journey of Srija as a person might be different than the journey of her mom. Though they might be taking extra care, whatever. For example, if I see, I wanted to take, see, if I'm quoting my own example, it doesn't mean that I am something great here. My grandpa, as I said, he lost his father before his birth, and he lost his mother after 1 month of his birth. And he was rude in such a way, and he grown up rude. He has all the habits, bidis, mandu. He used to do natusara preparation at that time, and his background was like that. So he went to jail sometimes. Whenever I see that Pushpa movie, I remember my grandpa. So he was beaten black and blue, and he was in jail for some time. And after getting beatings from jail, he thought, I wanted to earn more, I'll go to Bangladesh. And while going to Bangladesh, he realized, we have seen a lot of officers and all, and he realized that, I think people, when they are educated, people give a lot of respect. That's what he has noticed. And he ensured that his kids are studying properly. And he is educated, and he ensured that, నువ్వు ఏమి చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, ఓన్లీ మార్నింగ్ ఒకటే కడవ నిండా నీళ్లు పట్టరా, దేర్ వాజ్ ఎ హ్యాండ్ పంప్, ఓన్లీ నీ డ్యూటీ వల్ల ఇంట్లో పని నువ్వు చేస్తుందంటే ఓన్లీ యూ నీడ్ టు get the pot of water every day early morning at 5 am, that's it, rest of the time you need to study. Despite my grandma used to, abba em sadvaro em sadvistado, and he used to always give punch dialogues to my grandpa saying that abba em sadvistado, because she has been seeing around people only illiterate people. So something people, literate people would be like this, grandma has no idea at all. But grandpa, since he has seen a lot of things, he got beatings from police, and he stood, okay, if education is there, power is there. So the same thing he inculcated to my dad. And my dad, luckily, he studied properly, and he came out with the flying colors, and now he retired as a deputy superintendent of police. So his journey, my dad's journey is completely different. No, my dad, as a son, myself, whatever the material things what my grandpa didn't used to provide to me or to my father, he ensured that I don't face anything like that. And my journey, I got all the necessary comforts in getting or whatever I am here due to them. But there might be some ideological differences between my dad and me. He doesn't like to come to me in bhakti. I mean, we completely material, bureaucrats, how they will be, నాకేం ఇస్తాం, నేను నీకు ఏమి ఇస్తా. So some ideological differences are there, which among me and my dad, between me and my dad. So the thing is, the point what I'm trying to say is, personally the spiritual journey is different from a person to person. It's not only from a different family, within family also the journey changes. The only thing what we can do to our kids is giving values, giving spiritual knowledge to face situation in life in proper way. Okay, so we need to understand that each and every journey is a thing, and this whatever some concepts people are not ready to face it, but we need to understand. We should know that these holy books, or what are the scriptures which are given here, are not a namesake scriptures. If you are having with only 50 to 60 years old material education, you are able to earn lakhs rupees or whatever material comforts. But what about the knowledge which has been there for lakhs and lakhs of years? So we should understand that there is something, some great value is there, scriptures. So we need to take shelter of the scriptures which show the truth naked. But we should be ready to see the truth naked. Sometimes really నగ్నంగా చూడగలగాలి. My Shiksha Guru used to say, don't go in front of, actually when in the initial days of my ISKCON or spiritual journey, we know that sadhus are great. So I used to go to sadhus and take blessings and try to take their blessings and all. But after taking all these things, one of the senior devotees told me that, if you go in front of senior sadhu, they know, once you go in front of them, they know you completely. naked. They know you naked. Yeah, I know it might be sounding a little bit negative, but after that I realized without any hesitation I used to go and take blessings and all that. But yeah, it's a little bit sensitive topic, but we need to be ready to take the naked truth of scriptures and we need to align accordingly. So that's what is being stressed. So in the journey, God is always there to help. It happened with lot of devotees, and Prabhuji and Mataji, believe me, when you take into the spiritual path seriously, you yourself will realize that God is there with you. That's what.
What you quoted or shared just now, to the senior sadhus. So I think it meant that they can see you naked in the sense that it's the soul part.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Which is in a way.
Yes, that's right. I'm talking in that way only. I'm talking.
No as in and out.
Oh yeah, in and out. That's right. That's what I mean, Mother. Not physically, I'm saying. Yeah.
It is anyway
Good only. Actually. Yeah. That's right. Actually, but the thing is, when after he told me, నేను ఎంత బ్యాడో నాకు తెలుసు కానీ sometimes it's very difficult, right? You are bad, but we always try to project our goodness to others. But when you are facing a person, despite we try to project how much our good we are, but he knows what the truth is. Very embarrassing situation, right?
We are not wearing mask.
Huh?
We are not wearing mask.
Wearing mask, that's right. Yeah. So in that context only I was saying, yeah. Anyway, but had I known this, I would not have gone. That's what I mean. Had I known this, that he will be knowing completely, then I would not have taken that risk of going. Probably I would have thought, in that pure soul, in front of a pure soul, how come I can go and take blessings and all. So anyway, that's a different thing, but we need to understand that this is the inner journey what we are going through. So this session is about what are the sessions we are going. It is to reflect upon ourselves. What are the journey we are going. మనం అందరి ముందు ఎంత నవ్వుతూ మాట్లాడు శ్రీజతో ఏంటమ్మా బాగున్నావు చాలా అంత ఓకేనా అనుకుంటాను, కానీ లోపలేమో ఈ అమ్మాయికి ఎంత నాలెడ్జ్ ఉందో, నాకెందుకు లేదు, నాకెందుకు ఉంటే బాగుండేది అని తిట్టుకోవచ్చు. నోస్ అసలే ఇంకా కార్పొరేట్ లెవెల్లో ఉండి నటించడం పెద్ద విషయం కాదు. ఇట్స్ వెరీ వండర్ఫుల్ యాక్షన్స్ వి డూ, రైట్? ఓకే, సో వీ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ God helps this, and if you try to do even a minimal thing, try to reach towards God, He will help you. అదేంటి ఆ డైలాగ్ ఏంటి? మీరు వేసే ఒక్క అడుగు ఒక్కసారి ఏది డైలాగ్ గుర్తు రావట్లేదు. నేను ఒక్కసారి కమిట్ అయితే నా మాట నేనే విన్ను కాదు, మీరు వేసే ప్రతి అడుగుకి యాక్చువల్లీ ఈవెన్ ఫర్ యూ విల్ రియలైజ్ వెన్ యూ ట్రై టు కమ్ టువర్డ్స్ స్పిరిచువల్ లైఫ్, రైట్, యూ విల్ రియలైజ్ దట్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ స్టెప్ వెన్ యూ ఆర్ మూవింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ హిమ్, హీ విల్ రియల్లీ అసిస్ట్ యూ. Actually, it's my personal experience also. Believe me, though I am not qualified, but when you try to reach towards Him, He will really help you. One step if you take towards Him, 10 steps He will try to push you. He will help you actually. It's my personal experience also. There are a lot of cases like that. Yeah. So we need to understand that it's an inner journey, and in that journey always God is there to help, and no doubt. And in this, you can't find anyone more trustworthy than him actually. Srija, do you have any of your friend whom you trust? No? Your mom?
Mom is not my friend. She's my mother.
She is your mother. Okay. So mom. So you can't call mom as a friend? No? Whatever you share with your friend, you will not share with your mom?
I will.
You will definitely? Are you sure? అమ్ముంది కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నా. You will share. Okay. Anyway, good that if you are sharing like that, that's good. But once you attain some age, kids try to hide things from parents. Okay. So that's good that you are sharing. But we need to understand that even there are some things you can't share to your parents, because parents might become angry, or they can scold you, or they can beat you, if you are something doing wrong, right? But there is one person who never scolds but try to always helps. Probably you will realize one day. He is none other than God within yourself. Some things are there, for sure, at least for me, there are some things which I didn't share to my parents also, even to my wife also. Which some negative things are there which I didn't share, but Krishna knows. So yeah, we need to understand that. So this person, and there is a probability that your friends might cheat you, right? Of course, you might not have been cheated. You have cheated? You have been cheated? Huh? Yes. So there is a probability that your friends can cheat you, but Krishna or the super soul within us will never cheat you. He will never cheat you. So that's what we need to understand. So in this journey, we need to look at ourselves similar to a mirror, where you know it is clearly mentioned about. So now this law abiders or law breakers, what we have seen, law abiders are the ones who really wanted to get out of this jail, right? Once you are there in jail, you will really want to get out of the jail, right? So law abiders are none other than the people who wanted to get out of this from here somehow, and I will follow whatever the rules of the jail are there, right? Those are law abiders. Now coming to law breakers are the ones who are in a very, very unhealthy situation. They don't want to get out. They wanted to be kings in jail. They wanted to give dadagiri in jail. They wanted to create a ruckus in jail. They wanted to create a dictatorship in jail. Everyone should give salam to me and all. So those are law breakers, and they have their own explanation. For example, I have taken an example. Whatever traffic signal, one person has gone when red signal was kept. If we ask him, no, endi basu enduku red signal break chesavu ani adigam anukondi, what will he say? What is there? No one is going, no. So what is wrong in going? Common sense. Why you are making this much fuss about it?
I did that yesterday.
Sorry, Mataji, I didn't mean that. But so
No, actually, my answer was also that, like, nobody were coming from the side, it was free, so
yeah. Mataji, believe me, it is true. My dad being in a police department, I have seen a lot of cases like that, wherein I know it looks very empty, but suddenly, because live example, Mataji, can you believe what is the probability? I am telling my own case. This finger, I have broken this finger. When outer ring road from our Gachibowli junction, we'll be entering the outer ring road, right? Once we enter that outer ring road, first left there is a roundabout. What is the probability that one buffalo would jump from the barricade there and get onto the outer ring road? What is the probability there? I have never seen any buffalo on the outer ring road. I was going in bike in a good speed. In a good speed I was going. Suddenly a buffalo jumped. And I hit the buffalo. I broken my finger. We don't know. So I request, there is some purpose for everyone to keep that laws. Though it might be sounding logical. But I'm sorry, mother, I don't mean to.
I think somebody is going, they are giving
No, they are ready to pay the chala fine also. They are ready. Chala, 1,000 rupees kadandi. Emaindi? 1,000 rupees nothing. Lakhs arun chestunnadu 1,000 lekka cheppandi. Em chindamma Prabhu? 1,000 lekka antara? That's it. Nothing. 1,000 what is there? And when we see, is there really that urgency is there? Nothing. No urgency is there actually.
Last time, పార్క్ చేసాడు ఒక ఆయన, అది యాక్చువల్గా అలా పార్క్ చేయదు, అది పేరెంట్స్ని తీసుకొచ్చాడు, అతను చూపెట్టి ఎంత
తీసేసి nothing actually. 1,000 rupees. What is this? Yeah, come on, we are lakpati we are. What is that 1,000 2,000? Sorry, I don't mean to point out to you, but we need to understand that law breakers are, basically they are the ones who are in a very insane situation, and they are bound to be punished again and again. I am sorry to say that. But they don't want to go out of the jail. They will commit these things, and they wanted to be punished again. punished again, and they are leading themselves to a very uncomfortable situation. So this chapter is going to give us the personality traits of these two people, law abiders and law breakers. So we need to understand that. And so in this chapter also we are going to see the qualities of these two people. So these are the two types of fruits, good and bad. Now question to all of you. You know how many gunas are there, right? 3 gunas are there. Now, what I wanted you to say is, what are these gunas of good fruits and bad fruits? Like I wanted you to map these 3 gunas come under which category? Good and bad are 2 things. Sattva, Raja, Tamo are 3 things. Can you match this? You getting my question? Which ones are good? Which ones are bad? Passion and ignorance. Right. Sattva guna is good fruit, and Rajo guna and Tamo guna are bad fruits. That is the mapping. Okay. So now, good and bad, sweet. Good are generally, good fruits are generally very sweet, fresh, nectarian. Modkai season you like modkai? Yes. The actually mango fruit is called this is a fruit from a spiritual world, coming from spiritual world actually. Mango. It's very nice fruit. So it's a fresh, sweet, nectarian. You need to understand. And the same way bad fruit are. Have you seen bad fruit? Bad mango? I have seen. Bad fruit, because we used to, my village, my grandpa used to have a big 2 mango fruits. Every summer vacation we used to go, and in entire village ours is the only mango tree with maximum number of fruits. Maximum number of fruits. We used to go onto the tree and fresh chilakuttina mango we used to eat. Parrot eaten mango we used to eat, or fresh from the tree itself, pluck and eat. So, but there are some bad fruits which are blackish in color, and the taste is very very bad. Have you ever tasted? No? Don't taste. So you need to understand that it's very bitter and poisonous in nature. Okay. So now, how many qualities generally this? So we need to understand that life is like a tree, and virtue is like the sweet fruit of the tree. Whoever comes under the shade of the tree of our life, even if for a short time, we should give them the sweet fruits of virtues. So we should always try to spread the positivity across the people. Now, first sloka. Here he gives Krishna starts with giving the traits of good people or the law abiders. What are they? Fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control and performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity and simplicity. These are the traits given for good people. How many traits are there here? Can you guess? Can you see how many traits are there? How many traits are there?
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's right. 9 qualities are there which are meant for the people who wanted to get out of this world. That is law abiders. These are the qualities. So total 9 are there. Now we need to understand that Bhagavad-Gita is not only a philosophy. It's also very practical in nature. Practically he is saying, Krishna is saying that these are the things what we need to imbibe for becoming a good person or to get out of this world. So like this he mentions he mentions they should have all these qualities. But apart from these 9 qualities, we are having total 26 qualities for 17 and 9, 26. So 26 qualities are there for law abiders, and for law breakers there are only some minimum qualities are there. Now you have seen already the 9 qualities, and now among these 9 qualities, all these qualities are there. I wanted you to order them or map them as per ashram. How many ashramas are there? Any guesses? 4 ashrams. What are those ashrams? What are the ashrams? Huh? Vanaprastha, Grahastha, Sannyasi, Brahmachari. Yes, very right. These are the 4 ashrams. Now these particular qualities are to be mapped as per the ashramas. Now can you guess? Fearlessness, self-purification, cultivating spiritual knowledge is mapped to which ashram? Which ashram? Which ashram? Sannyasi. Very nice. So this fearlessness in the sense to tell the truth, he should not fear at all. Whether he is MLA, MP, PM, whatever big he is, he should not be fearful in telling the truth. Sannyasis should not be fearful in telling the truth. And self-purification. Self-purification means always he should endeavor to purify himself. He never stops, okay, I am 100% pure now. No. He always, anyway he is pure, but he will always endeavor to become more purer. So that's what he mentions. And cultivating spiritual knowledge, which is obviously gaining the spiritual knowledge and spread the spiritual knowledge to the normal public, general public. Okay. So that's right. Now charity, self-control, performance of yajna. Who? Grahastha. That's right. Charity, self-control, charity. Because Grahastha is the only ashram which generally should give to the other ashrams. Brahmachari, they are not money seekers. Even sannyasis also, they are not money earning ashrama. So only Grahastha is the only ashrama where they try to give to Krishna consciousness activity to spread the God consciousness across the society. So whatever the Bhagavatam distribution we did, whatever the Bhagavadgita distribution we did, so a lot of devotees have donated. So all are Grahasthas. So we Grahasthas are supposed to donate or give charity or to improve God consciousness in one or the other way. Okay. So this is what. And studies of Vedas, which ashram? Studies of Vedas, which ashram? No. Brahmacharya. So brahmacharis are more inclined in studying the Vedas and studying the Shastras such that they can propagate the knowledge to general public. And austerity is the one which Vanaprastha. So Vanaprastha is the ashram where it's a life of a retirement and one should not live too comfortably. It might be a very sad affair now these days, but we need to understand that we need to live austere life, especially in the last phases of life. That austerity can be in one or the other way. I have seen a lot of devotees who have been materially opulent, but they wantedly given all the what are the properties and everything, they have given it to their kids or others, and they are currently staying in Mayapur. And daily they get up at 4:30 and they do bath with cold water, not hot water, cold water. They intentionally take that austerity. Cold water they bath, and every day morning 4:30 Mangalarti they will be there, and they will be participating in the services in the temple and all. So if the body, whatever the body permits, we should do that austerity, especially in Vanaprastha. We should tune accordingly, especially if you are not doing the austerity in all the life, at least in the Vanaprastha it is expected to be done. So that's what is being talked about Vanaprastha. So it's not easy to be a Brahmana also. We need to understand that it's not easy to be a Brahmana, and right, Brahmana can't be called by birth. You agree to that? Brahmana is being called by the qualities, not by birth. Of course, in the certificate you need to put I am also Brahmin, but no, spiritually he is not. I have seen lot of Brahmanas. Personally I have seen lot of Brahmanas in my IT career telling me, hey Mahesh, ఆ చిల్లీ చికెన్ ఏముంటుంది భలే ఉంటుంది తెలుసా, సూపర్గా ఉంటుంది, అది సూపర్గా ఉంటుంది, ఆ బిర్యానీ అయితే చాలా బాగుంటుంది. And there are also not normal Brahmanas. And Brahmanas also there is some high category, right? I don't know, Vishwa Brahmins or some Vaidika Brahmins, I am not sure. Vaidikula Brahmins, they eat non-veg. So they inviting me for non-veg restaurant. So it's not actually, it's not by birth they get it. The Brahmana is called by gunas or the qualities what they acquire.
There are only 8 here. The 9th one missing.
8. Here it is. 9th one here it is. Fearlessness, purification of one's existence is not covered, right? Self purification is covered. 1 minute. Cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self control is there. Self control is there. Performance of sacrifice is there. Yes. Study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity. Simplicity is the 9th quality which is there. And simplicity is applicable for all the ashrams, Mataji. It's not, because here we have given only 8 to segregate, but simplicity is given to all the. Now, these are the 8 qualities. Now the 17 qualities. These are the 17 qualities which are divided as per Varna. As per Varna it is divided. As per Varna it is divided. So now here simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, determination, renunciation, not fault finding, tranquility, mercy, free from greed, gentle, humility, free from anger, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, free from envy, free from the passion for honor. All these are given. Now, can you guess?
Simplicity has come here.
Simplicity is come here. No, but yeah, simplicity is applicable for everyone, Mataji. There it is not there. No, from Varna, from ashrama perspective, simplicity should be there for all the ashrams.
9 and 17. Simplicity is 9 or 17.
Simplicity is there in 9. Simplicity is there in 9. Now if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's 18, Mataji. Simplicity is included here. 18. So now, though these are the qualities should have. Now can you divide all these things in Varna perspective? Here are the Varna. So all these qualities are designated. These are prominent or visible qualities which should be there in specific Varna. Brahmana people should be all these 12. 12 of them are expected to be there within a Brahmana. And Kshatriya, vigor, forgiveness and fortitude. Vaishya, cleanliness and free from envy. And free from passion for honor, and all Shudra. So what are this? What are this? When you say free from passion for honor, what do you mean by free from passion for honor? Can you guess? Shudra. But what does it mean? Free from the passion for honor. What is it?
Selfless service.
Yeah. It means we should not respect, we should not expect respect in return. Identity, yes, that's right. That's right. So we need to understand that Vaishyas are Vaishyas basically whichever ashrama. It's not easy to be a Brahmana, and as I said, Brahmana is not through family lenience, but the qualities they will get it. And we need to understand that Vaishyas should be clean. When we say Vaishyas should be clean, what does it mean?
Clean business.
Yes, clean in financial dealings.
Fair.
They should be fair. But you see now, right? how things are right now.
In worldly days, only Vaishyas are doing all the financing.
Finance.
Now everybody is doing.
Everybody. Prabhuji, now if you ask me now, everyone, and it might be a very naked truth, very harsh, since you brought this topic, we everyone are not even eligible to be called as Shudra. I'm sorry to say. We all are not even eligible to be called as Shudra. You know one quality of Shudra? Shudra never leaves his owner. We change companies. Left and right we change company. I changed company 7 months back. So we are more fallen than Shudra. So we need to understand that these are the prominent features which are applicable for each Varna. Now when Krishna gave this list,
For example, there is something called
gentleness.
in Brahmana. So, can the other Varnas be non-gentle?
That's what Mataji. Actually, no, these are the prominent features in that particular varna. Those are by default expected out of that varna. But in Kshatriya or Vaishya, there is a possibility that they can't be gentle, because in their dealing, if they are always gentle, they can't get the things done. It is still okay. But when we are trying to tell this, these are the more prominent features which are expected to be there for that varna. Expected to be there for that varna. Good to have. But they can change. There is no need to have gentleness always for Kshatriya in their dealings. That's what it means. Yeah, that's it. Optional we can say. So we need to understand that when Krishna says, where are we? Yeah, here in the cleanliness we discussed. Yes. Now Krishna gave this list, and he didn't clearly specify that this list belonged to this sannyasi. Here in this list, only from a varnashrama perspective it is given, but from an ashram perspective they have not given this particular 18 varnas. So we need to understand that should not be we need to understand that whatever Shudra and all, they should not be attention speakers. And when Krishna mentioned that a person with the divine quality should have freedom from anger, this point is very important, free from anger. So now Arjuna says, Krishna was trying to say that these are all divine qualities. Now, Krishna mentions about these divine qualities, Arjuna asks, Krishna, you are telling these are divine qualities, then how come I am also, without being angry, how can I fight? Without being angry, how can I fight? Shrija, have you fought with your friend or anyone anytime?
With speaking but not with hand.
With whom?
Some of my friends.
Friends, how you can fight? You fight?
Because whenever they cheat me or say lies.
So you get angry and then talk, right? Without anger, can you talk to them? No. You have to get angry, right? To fight, you need to get angry, no? Yes. So that's what Arjuna's question is also. So without getting angry, how can in this world I can fight? so Krishna mentions the same thing, that with these divine qualities should be free from anger, but Arjuna was thinking that how can I fight without getting angry? So it created a turmoil among himself, that how a warrior can fight without getting angry. So he was in confusion. So that confusion was there in the first chapter itself to Arjuna, that how can I, without getting angry, how can I fight? So for that, before answering this question, first he tells about the demoniac qualities. So being rich is perhaps a good thing, but it is better to be knowledgeable, and even better is to be virtuous. Good qualities wins the hearts of others. మీరు ఎక్కడున్నా చూడండి, if you see the good qualities, they are there in whichever place you are there, in whichever religion you are there, or amongst which another multiple religions are also you are there, you would be appreciated. If you are virtuous despite religion, you will be appreciated. Okay, that's what the point is stressed. Now here he tells the qualities of demoniac people: pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, O son of Pratha. How many are there? Count, Shrija. How many are there? 6 are there. How lucky, right? We are having 26 divine qualities and only 6 demoniac qualities. How much hope-giving thing it is. For you to become good or to become divine, Krishna is showing multiple opportunities. But for becoming demon, only 6 qualities are there.
One quality is sufficient.
But what we need to understand is total almost 26 qualities are there which are good, are divine, what Krishna is saying, but only 6 are there which are demoniac. So it's a hope-giving thing that yes, right, నాకు options చాలా ఉన్నాయి good అవ్వడానికి. Okay? So now a question to all of you. The thing is, total 6 are there, only 6 are bad and 26 are good, and that means we are having more chance to become good. Now what do you mean by dambha here? First word dambha. What do you mean by Dambha?
Pride.
Pride. Anything else? Because Dambha, Darpa, Abhimana, all these three are very near in nature. I wanted you to tell me exactly what do you mean by Dambha? Ahankar. थोड़ा elaborate. Ahankar बोले तो?
Superior kind
Superior kind
of feeling.
of a feeling.
I am great.
I am great. No. It's not good. Very subtle difference is there. Dambha. Dambha means, hypocrite. Adambaram approach. Yes, I think this is pretty nearer. So the thing is very pretentious or hypocritic in nature, not so good at something, but tries to show that he is good at something. He is not good in something, but he tries to project himself that నేను క్యాక, నేను సూపరు, నేను చాలా ఇది, నేను చాలా అది, నేనంటే ఏమనుకున్నావు. సో Dambha means he is not so good but tries to show that he is so good, and I don't have good qualities but I pretend to show good qualities. Pretend to show good qualities. He is not having good qualities but pretends to show good qualities. That is Dambha. Now try to understand what is Darpa. Darpa, what do you mean? Guess. Darpa means what? Darpa means what? Guess. Dambha हो गया, Darpa बोले तो क्या?
Mirror image of the
To show off. Okay. దానికి దీనికి తేడా ఏంటి?
అంతే అండి.
ఆల్రెడీ దంభ
ఏంటి?
right. That is right. Mataji, whatever she said is right. Darpa, you are having good qualities. Genuinely you are having good qualities actually. Genuinely you are having, నిజంగా మీరు మంచి వాళ్ళే, కానీ ఎంత మంచివాడినో నేను ఎంత బుద్ధిమంతుడినో నేను ఎంత కరుణామూర్తినో, నిజంగా కరుణామూర్తే చెప్పుకోవడం. అది ఒక తెలియని ఆ చెప్పుకోవడం అనే ఫీలింగ్ బయటే కాదు, లోపల అనుకోవడం. లోపల యూ ఫీల్ ప్రౌడ్ అబౌట్ యువర్ గ్రేట్నెస్. నిజంగా there are lot of people, they really genuinely help, and there are lot of majority of people, they genuinely help and they expect, if they are some they feel proud about themselves. నేను ఒకళ్ళకి అన్నదానం చేశాను, actually see, not bad actually, but in Krishna's words that's also that's not helping you to become spiritually elevated. గుడ్ ఫ్రైడే సెషన్ ఇచ్చాను ఆఫీస్లో, అందరు నన్ను అప్రిషియేట్ చేశారు, ఎంత గ్రేటో నేను అని నాకు నేను అనుకోవటం. అందరూ ఎంతమంది అప్రిషియేట్ చేశారు. నెక్స్ట్ బక్రీద్ కూడా సెషన్ ఇవ్వమంటున్నారు. వావ్, that's right Mataji. Actually it's very inner, actually very inner. Slow boy. Unnecessarily, అది మరి దారుణం యాక్చువల్లీ. ఎథిస్ట్ అట్లీస్ట్ దేర్ ఇన్ ఏ వరల్డ్ దట్ గాడ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ దేర్, ఐ ఆమ్ గ్రేట్, ఐ విల్ డూ వాట్ ఎవర్, బట్ it is more killing actually, it's more poisonous actually. Actually very difficult to get out of it also, very difficult to get out. Now I have personally seen, especially being in bureaucratic family, I have seen like this. What problem? Negative result. Eventually you are not growing spiritually. You are not growing spiritually. That is Darpa. That is. Yes. Very difficult, mother. It actually one way it's a good thing only. You are doing good thing, but Krishna is saying that it is bad. నువ్వు కనీసం నువ్వు మంచి చేసావు కృష్ణ, నీ దయ వల్ల ఏదో నాకు బికాస్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ గుడ్ క్వాలిటీస్ హీ మైట్ హ్యావ్ గాట్ డ్యూ టు హిస్ good parentage probably, or due to some good karmas in his previous life probably, or good association he is might having probably. But if he is not bringing Krishna in the center, then it is all going haywire. Very difficult actually. ఇది మనం బయటికి చెప్తే కొడతారు, దే మైట్ నాట్ టేక్ ఇట్ పాజిటివ్లీ యాక్చువల్లీ. ఏం నువ్వు మంచి చేసావు, మంచి కార్పొరేట్లో అంతే కదా, మనం ఒక 10% పని చేస్తే 100%, 10 పైసలు చూపిస్తే 200 రూపాయలు చేసాం చూపించుకోవాలి. దట్ ఈస్ దంబా వేర్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ మాతాజీ. అప్రైజల్. So darpa means you are having genuinely good qualities, but you even not someone say, even you are feeling proud about your good qualities is also darpa, which is not good. That's what Krishna is saying. Okay, that's what is darpa. Now so now abhiman. What is abhiman? Damba, darpa, abhiman. Abhimana means what is that? Tell me, what is abhiman? Come on, you can do it. Okay, darpa means the individual himself feeling that I am great. Now abhiman means you do good things but expecting other people to appreciate me. చిన్నప్ప గారు మీరు మనుషులు కాదండి, మీరు పురుషులు కాదండి, మీరు మహాపురుషులు అండి, ఎలా చేశారండి ఆ పని మీరు. సత్య గారు అసలు ఎలా మీరు కాబట్టి చేయగలిగారండి, లేకపోతే ఎవరి వల్ల కాదండి అది. శ్రీజ గారు ఎలా అండి, ఎలా మీరు ఆ శ్లోకాలు వచ్చారో మీరు ఎలా చేయగలుగుతున్నారండి, అలాగా అసలు ఎంత గొప్పవారండి మీరు, అసలు ఎవరు అలా చేయలేకపోతున్నారండి, మీరు ఎలా చేయగలుగుతున్నారండి చెప్పండి చెప్పండి. పొగడటం ఇదేంటంటే ప్రభుజీ, దర్ప మీన్స్ ఫీలింగ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇన్సైడ్, నేను ఎంత గొప్పవాడినో, నేను ఇంత మంచి పని చేశాను. అభిమానం అంటే మీరు మంచి పని చేస్తారు కానీ వేరే వాళ్ళు మిమ్మల్ని అప్రిషియేట్ చేయాలనుకోరు. ఏ శ్రీరామనవమి ఏమంటే మీరు మీ డీటీస్ ఇచ్చారండి మాకు, మీరు ఇచ్చారు కాబట్టి మేము సరిగ్గా చేయగలిగాము, మీరు ఎంత గొప్పవారండి. రిటర్న్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయడం, వేరే వాళ్ళ నుంచి అప్రిషియేషన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయడం. దర్ప అనేది మీకై మీరే అప్రిషియేట్ చేసుకోవడం, అభిమానం అనేది వేరే వాళ్ళు తిరిగి మనల్ని అప్రిషియేట్ చేయడం. బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ కంటెక్స్ట్ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇన్ దిస్ కంటెక్స్ట్ అది మాతాజీ ఇక్కడ ఇందులో మనం యూ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ టర్మ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ బ్రహ్మన్ ఉంది, బ్రహ్మన్ అనే పదం ఉంది. బ్రహ్మన్ అనే పదం అనేది మనకు జనరల్గా వాట్ వీ నో ఈస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అ ఎఫల్జెన్స్ ఎమనేటింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లార్డ్, that is Brahman. But the same word can be leveraged in multiple cases. For super soul also it can be used, for soul also can be used depending on the context. But here when Krishna is referring to Abhiman, Damba means obviously you are not doing good and you are feeling great about yourself. But Darpa and Abhiman, in both the cases you are doing good, but in Darpa you are feeling great about yourself. మంచి పని చేశాను, ఎంత గొప్ప ఉన్నావు. కానీ అభిమానంలో సమ్మన్ యువర్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ అప్రిషియేషన్ ఫ్రమ్ సమ్మన్, మీరు ఎంత గొప్పవారండి, మీ అంతంత అందంగా ఎవరు ఉండరండి ఇక్కడ. ఒకటి మీరు త్రీ డిఫరెన్సెస్, దంబ, దర్ప, అభిమాన్. సెల్ఫ్ రెస్పెక్ట్, అభిమానం చూడు, అది వేరే. అది ఈ కంటెక్స్ట్లో మీరంటే చాలా అభిమానం అండి, మీరు నాలెడ్జ్, ఆ కంటెక్స్ట్లో అది రైట్. కానీ ఈ కంటెక్స్ట్లో మనం కృష్ణుడు చెప్పింది అభిమానం, దంబ, దర్ప, అభిమానశ్చ. ఈ కంటెక్స్ట్లో భీమాన్, మాన్ నన్ను అప్రిషియేట్ చేయాలి. అభిమానం కూడా మీరు చూస్తే కదా యు ఆర్ అప్రిషియేటింగ్, జెన్యూన్ అప్రిషియేటింగ్. బట్ దేర్ యు ఆర్ నాట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీకు చిన్నప్ప ప్రభు అంటే అభిమానం, కానీ చిన్నప్ప ప్రభు మీ నుంచి ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయట్లా, బట్ యు ఆర్ జెన్యూన్లీ అప్రిషియేటింగ్ హిమ్. బట్ హీ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ దట్ అభిమానం ఫ్రమ్ యూ. లేదు ప్రభుజీ, అభిమానం ఈజ్ ఎ రైట్ వర్డ్ ఓన్లీ, బట్ వీ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ ఇఫ్ మీరు అప్రిషియేట్ చేశారు, జెన్యున్గా అప్రిషియేట్ చేశారు. కానీ ఆ అప్రిషియేషన్ అనేది ఎదుటి వ్యక్తి ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయట్లా. ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేసి మీరు చెప్పారనుకోండి, అది అతని ప్రాబ్లం. కానీ మీరు ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయకుండా మీరు, ఐ ఆల్సో అప్రిషియేట్ పీపుల్, బట్ ద పర్సన్ షుడ్ నాట్ టేక్ ఇట్ అండ్ బీ ప్రౌడ్ ఆఫ్. మీరు అప్రిషియేట్ చేయొచ్చు, తప్పేం లేదు, కానీ ఆ పర్సన్ అనేది దాన్ని గొప్పగా తీసుకోకూడదు. నిజంగా సమ్మన్ ఈజ్ డూయింగ్ గుడ్ వర్క్, వీ షుడ్ అప్రిషియేట్, బట్ ద పర్సన్ హూ డిడ్ ద గుడ్ వర్క్ షుడ్ నాట్ ఫీల్ ప్రౌడ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. యాజ్ ఏ ఇండివిజువల్ వీ షుడ్ అప్రిషియేట్, బట్ whomever you are appreciating, he should not consider it as a pride.
అంటే మిమ్మల్ని పొగిడారు అనుకోండి, మీరు
ఇది అయిపోలేదు అనుకోండి, అది మంచిది. ఇది అయిపోతే అది ఇక్కడ కృష్ణుడి కంటెక్స్లో అభిమానం అంటే అది, దాని పాజిటివ్ వర్డ్ కూడా ఉపయోగించవచ్చు. మీరు చెప్పినట్టు, మీరంటే చాలా అభిమానం అంటే మీరు తప్పు కాదు, తీసుకోకూడదు. అది దట్ ఈస్ రైట్. అది సో దంభ దర్ప అభిమానం, దట్స్ రైట్. ఓకే, సో దట్స్ వాట్ ఈజ్ అభిమాన. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద 3 differences we need, 3 highlighted differences we need to understand. ఓకే, సో టైం ఎంత మాత్రం కుక్క టైం చెప్పరా? 11:40 కదా, we have it. Okay, so these are the damba darpa, we have seen it. So now abhimana also we have seen it. Now Krishna tells this will not help us grow spiritually, and these are indeed comes under demoniac qualities. I am sorry to say that these are demoniac qualities అని చెప్తున్నాడు కృష్ణ. బట్ ఇన్ అవర్ మెటీరియల్ టర్మ్స్ దిస్ మైట్ నాట్ బి. అంటే ఇంత మంచి పని చేసాము, అప్రిషియేషన్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయమా? అరే ఇంత కష్టపడి ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ని సక్సెస్ఫుల్ చేశాము, ఒక అప్రిషియేషన్ కూడా ఇవ్వ. మేనేజర్ దరిద్రుడప్ప, ఒక అప్రిషియేషన్ కూడా చేస్తావు. అంటే టీమ్ మెంబర్స్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తారు కదా. ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఏమంటే ఏమైనా చిన్న పని చేస్తే ఒక్క అప్రిషియేషన్ ముక్క కూడా పెట్టలేదు కనీసం నా అప్రైజల్లో పెట్టుకోవడానికి. फॉर कीपिंग दिस कुछ एक अच्छा मेल लगा दे तो मैं अपने अप्रेजल में लगा लूँगा ना. Yes. Yeah. No, Mataji, I recognize. I appreciate. My team, I appreciate.
Expecting the recognition.
Yeah.
Again, falls into that.
Yes. Expecting that recognition falls into this. Expecting that recognition. But you know, these days, this generation I'm seeing now. One of my team member asked, "Sir, how to be successful like you?" He asked. So I upfront, since they asked, I told. Otherwise, I would not have told. But I told them upfront. Very first dialogue told this generation is very spoiled. Spoiled in a way. They are not even waiting for an appreciation to be given. They ask immediately actually. Actually, they are not even giving an opportunity for us to tell. Arey, one day work from home తీసుకుంటారా ఈ వీక్లో అని చెప్పడానికి కూడా వెయిట్ చేయట్లా. సార్ మేము తీసుకుంటాం సార్. ఏమైనా అప్రిషియేట్ చేయాలనేది ఫీల్ రావట్లా. ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు, ఇప్పుడు సర్ప్రైజింగ్గా ఒకటి ఇస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది, అడిగి ఇస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది. యాక్చువల్లీ దట్స్ వాట్ దట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ ఫాల్ట్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఇండివిజువల్ అలోన్, యువర్ జనరేషన్ ఎంటైర్లీ లైక్ దట్. మా జనరేషన్లో 2003 when we used to work hard. Actually, I still remember the days where for continuous 1.5 years where I was not married, I was a bachelor. Almost we used to sleep in a data center. Like Microsoft Cyber Towers, so there are 3 floors used to be there for Microsoft in Cyber Towers. So we used to build the PBX for that, and we used to sleep entire night there. We used to take bedsheets also in our bags and sleep in the data center. And night at midnight, 11-12 o'clock, there near Bovenpalli, there are dabas there. In the daba, we used to eat aloo, tomato, chapati. Wonderful, we used to like that. So in 2003-2004. So we used to work hard and we used to enjoy. And after complete work, we are not expecting appreciation. ఇంత బాగా సక్సెస్ఫుల్ వీ యూస్ టు డిస్కస్ ఆఫ్టర్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్లీ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ ఆఫ్టర్ బిల్డింగ్ ద పీబీఎక్స్. అబ్బా ఆ ఛాలెంజ్ వచ్చిందిరా బాబు, ఆ పర్టికులర్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్లో ఆ డేటా కార్డ్ని ఇలా కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసాం కానీ మనకి ఐడియా ముందు రాలేదు. ఆ డేటా కార్డ్ని ఇలా కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తే మనకు ఒకే ఫోన్లో మల్టిపుల్ ఫోన్ నెంబర్స్ వస్తాయి. వీ యూస్ టు డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ద కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫోన్స్ వాట్ వీ యూస్ టు డూ అండ్ వీ యూస్ టు బి ఆ టెక్నికల్ డిస్కషన్లో నిమగ్నం అయిపోయేవాళ్ళు. నెక్స్ట్ డే క్లయింట్ నుంచి మా మేనేజర్ నుంచి అప్రిషియేషన్ మెయిల్ వచ్చేవి. అండ్ దట్ అది పెద్ద హ్యాపీనెస్ ఇచ్చేది కాదు యాక్చువల్లీ. బట్ నౌ జనరేషన్ నో, చెయ్యకముందే మాకు కావాలా. సో దట్స్ వాట్ ఐ టోల్డ్ దెమ్ అప్ ఫ్రంట్, ది జనరేషన్ ఈజ్ స్పాయిల్డ్. సో యా, ఐ డోంట్ నో why it went. Yeah, recognition. That recognition, if you are expecting, that is abhiman here. But if you are not expecting, that is also bad quality, demoniac quality. That's what Krishna is saying here. Abhiman is also this. So Krishna tells that all these things will not help us grow spiritually. These are indeed comes under demoniac qualities. That's what Krishna says. Now question 5, question to everyone: what will be achieved by the divine quality? Is it bondage or is it liberation? Straightforward answer, I think. So I know you know the answer. I know you know the answer, but everyone I wanted you to tell. What does it give? Liberation or bondage? Divine qualities. Liberation. Please, Prabhuji and Matajis, I know you know the answer, but still tell it loud, because in the psyche it works. And I request, what are the questions Mataji is posting, right? Lakshmi Mataji is posting every day questions. Request everyone to answer. You might be knowing the answer, but take time to answer. Even the kids also can answer. Kindly answer the questions, because it doesn't mean that you don't know the answer. It means that, because it's a psychological study, when you iterate things gradually, it will sustain in yourself for a longer time, and your lifestyle also molds accordingly. Am I clear? So kindly I request everyone to answer the questions what Lakshmi Mataji is posting daily. It doesn't mean that you don't know and your thing, but it's for elevating ourselves, trying to help each other. Okay. So now Arjuna has a logical question. What is that? To have divine means not to have anger, right? To have divine means not to have anger. Now his point. So this particular aspect of anger. So am I also demoniac? Because I also did lot of wars. So without angry, I can't fight with someone, right? You should get angry, right, Srisha? Yes or no? Yes. So you should get angry. So by anger, am I also demoniac? Because I get angry and I need to fight. So do I need am I a demon? Like that he was asking. Then Krishna replied, no Arjuna. So divine quality, Devi Sampada Moksha. So already I told, these are, do I also have a demoniac temperament? Don't worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. You are born with divine qualities. You are not demoniac, Arjuna. That's what Krishna says. So this particular aspect of anger, he insists that you are not demoniac, because you are getting angry to war, because you are by birth born to Pandu Maharaj, and he is a divine, and by birth you are divine. And how many of you believe that by birth someone can be called as demonic or divine? Do you believe it? Suma Mataji confusion face pettar. Yeah, actually you might be knowing Prabhuji and Mataji's, where when a child is born, Janma Kundali, they take it, and they know, depending on the tendencies or propensities of his past lives, what kind of a person he is going to be is being known at the time of birth. So by birth he is a divine personality. Arjuna is a divine personality. Each and every person has the Janma Kundali, and Rakshasa Gunalu and Daivi Gunalu. Untadi, a Janma Kundali untadi. Janma Kundali, it will be there.
Elaborate on anger. What is anger?
Mataji, we will come to that point. Good question. We'll elaborate that in some time. Okay. After we go through it, if you still have clarity, we will elaborate that factor. Now, he tells that this particular aspect of birth has a divine quality is very important, as birth date tells about the nature of a person. How many of you believe that birth date tells the nature of a person? That's what is Janma Kundali about. It's not prominent this time, but in the Vedic times, or you can even, if you say that great personalities like Mahatma Gandhi, Vivekananda, it's not only our acharyas, Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi, who else do you remember? From birth itself, they know that they are going to become great. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a god, so you can't tell that. Any other devotees or any other great personalities? Mahatma Gandhi was there, Vivekananda was there, Dhruv Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, all were by birth they know that they are having divine qualities. And even very rarely, now these days people, they are not taking Janma Kundali at all.
When you say they know, I think the person knows or the others know?
Others can know, well, others can know about that kid. He is having a divine qualities, or how much divine qualities he has, how much demonic qualities he has, and whichever maximum number of demonic qualities they have, they stamp him as demon has born. Demon has born. Even you know, right? Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, they are brothers. Right? You know that, right? They are demons. And just for information, do you know who is their father? Who is the father of both of them? Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Kashyapa Muni. Kashyapa Muni and his good wife, his good wife has requested Kashyapa Muni to come together at a wrong time. Despite Kashyapa Muni insisting that no, it is not a good time to come together, but due to her force, they come together, and at a wrong time they come together and they give birth to demons. Actually, it is still valid. That's the reason why we say Garbhadan Samskar. We need to perform Garbhadan Samskar to invite good souls to the world. Okay, so we need to understand that, and this particular aspect of divine qualities or a birth date is very much valid, as when a child is born, his birth chart is taken as per the Vedic astrology, and in Vedas, which are having Vedas, we are having an aspect called Vedanga. You might have heard it. Right? Vedanta, you heard. Vedanga, didn't heard. Vedanga. We are in Vedanga is there. There are some 6 limbs of Vedas are there, and those 6 limbs are, those 6 limbs are first one is Siksha, second one is Chanda, third one is Vyakarana, fourth one is Nirukti, fifth one is Kalpa, and sixth one is Jyotisha. I don't want to elaborate all those things, but these are limbs. Vedanga, Anga, Veda plus Anga, 6 Angas. So sixth one is Jyotisha, and in this Jyotisha, we are not going to discuss about Jyotisha, but we need to understand that this Jyotisha or astrology is a study of a time move, and we need to understand that each and every living entity, depending on the time, the planets change, and the living entity also, his destiny is also decided. But we need to understand that this particular mapping, whole cosmos or its kind of map, by looking at the map, they can tell us about that person, propensity, and the destiny also. And and this particular aspect of destiny is covered. It is similar to, a machine would be working only if all its parts work. And if even one part doesn't work, the efficiency of the machine will not work. So we need to say that. So it's not a something disoriented fashion. The study is essential in some ways, but today science is not on believing it. But we can see that science doesn't believe it. That can you understand that a destiny of as per the great saint, as per great saint Parashara Muni. Who is Parashara Muni? Who is Parashara Muni? Huh? Vyasa Muni Tandri. Vyasa Muni Tandri. He says that any person, any living entity, any person's destiny is depending on three things. What are those three? What are those three? I think I already said. Birth date. Yes. Birth date. Second. Huh? No. No. No.
Guru.
Kaal.
The days and planets are
Right. Second one is the planet's placement. Planet's placement. First one is birth date. Second one is planetary placements. Third one is association. So depending on these three, as per Parashara Muni, any living entity's destiny is decided. Now, we need to understand that this becomes though this particular astrology or Jyotisha is becoming a business, and lot of business is going on, right? Jyotishanto మీరు మొత్తం చేంజ్ చేసుకోగలరా మీరు? Simple question. Can you change your destiny or can you change your thing with Jyotisha, by knowing Jyotisha of yourself? No. Now, చాలా మంది మార్బుల్స్ పెట్టుకుంటారు కదా?
No. It is a time factor. Temporarily you can change, but ultimately you can't.
For the example, lot of people keep rings, right? Marbles, so lot of పెట్టుకుంటారు. So by keeping that, your sorrows will go off.
But I think it will reduce. That's what they say.
Yeah. The thing is, these things can delay the ultimate for some time.
Or reduce the intensity.
No,
What they say.
no. It will not reduce. It will only delay. For example, if you are expected to have something negative done this life, probably that thing is there. It might get delayed to next life, but it will be hitting you with interest. Yeah.
Suppose an accident is supposed to happen. It will happen, but if you are, with all these things, it will be a smaller one, not a big one.
That,
Something like that.
no, Mataji. That's it. One minute. Okay. Yeah. Marbles or all this rings and all, it works, but it will not delay what is expected to happen. It might delay in your current life, but it will surely attack with, as you said, ఎక్కువతో పోయేది తక్కువతో పోయింది. ఎస్, తక్కువతో పోయింది, కానీ ఎక్కువతో పోవాల్సింది రిమైనింగ్ ఎంత బ్యాలెన్స్ ఉందో అది ఇట్ విల్ బి షిఫ్టింగ్ టు యువర్ నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్. Shifting to your next life. It might reduce you stuff in the current life, but whatever is expected to happen, it will happen. It will be shifted to next life. Reduce and change, Mataji. It might reduce, as you said, it might reduce in this life. ఇప్పుడు అవ్వాల్సింది పెద్ద దాంతో అవ్వాల్సింది చిన్న దాంతో అయిపోతుంది, కానీ నువ్వు అనుభవించాల్సింది ఖచ్చితంగా నువ్వు ఎంత అనుభవించాల్సి ఉన్నదో నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్ అనుభవిస్తావు. It might reduce, as I am saying, it will reduce only this current life, but it will.
Like about the rings and
Yes, it will reduce. It will reduce, but eventually.
effect of that is only that.
That much. It might reduce in your current life. It might in this life, you might be little bit only you will be facing. But whatever is pending is there. It has to be faced in the next life. It is not making you to break the chain of cycle, birth and life, unless you are performing bhakti. Yeah. Okay, so.
But bhakti, that association we get.
Yeah. So this is the hand of Daiva here, and in this Jyotish Shastra, it's a study of time moving because due to the movement of the time, the planets in the universe also moves, and the particular arrangement of planets tell us about the whole cosmos, and it's kind of a map, and by looking at the map they can tell about that person also. And this is nothing but Janma Kundali and all, but basically we need to understand that this particular aspect, hand of Daiva is very important here. So this Daiva is the controller of so many things. Another name of Daiva is Super Soul or Paramatma. This has all these things is clear. So this book clearly gives a misconception of, we need to understand that this particular book, this is a very good book actually. How to mess up your life with astrology. Because a lot of people have an impression that with astrology we change things, we can change lot of things. Now kashtale ravu, nenu free, naaku elanti miseries undavu ane impression lo untaru. No. Actually, recently one astrologer has come. In fact, as I told, I think April 25th we are going to Nasik on Triambakeshwar this month, last week. So, huh? No, that is Ujjain. I am talking. That is Nasik and Triambakeshwar this month, and we are going because one of the astrologer who was from ISKCON only, he is also astrologer. He told that myself and my son are having some, Kala Sarpa Dosham. So we wanted to perform Kala Sarpa Dosham, and also for our forefathers we wanted to do Narayana Bali. So some pujas are there. For 3 days we are going to Triambakeshwar. So we need to understand that astrology is not the solution for our life. But this book is a good book, it seems. Yes. But the thing is, one thing is, if my forefathers are stuck up at some other planets, this Pindadam will help them to progress to next life. Yes. And it's advised each and every year we need to perform Pinda Pradhan for our forefathers. It advises to perform Pinda Pradhan every year. Yearly once we need to. I do. For the last 3 to 4 years I have been doing. I request everyone to do Pinda Pradhan every year. So this is a good book if you wanted to see. It will remove the misconceptions what you have about astrology. Now. Story of Duryodhana. How many of you know? Srija, what do you know about Duryodhana? He's a bad guy. Right? What else? I think you don't know this. The thing is, when Duryodhana was born, Vidurudu, Duryodhanudiki, Batikimali cheppadu. He told him, when Duryodhana was born, he is not born with a good omen. There was no good signs. Wolves were crying. Ooh. You know, right? Howling of wolves is not a good omen. So it's not a good omen when Duryodhana was born. So Vidura suggested him to abandon this child. Abandon this child and leave him in forest such that some other people are taking care of him. But it's very hard decision, right? Can we do this for our kids? Someone tells like that. Can we? చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామి వారు వచ్చేసి, ఏమండి మీ బాబు మంచివాడు కాదు, వదిలేయండి, ఇట్స్ ఎ బ్యాడ్ ఓమెన్, టుమారో హీస్ గోయింగ్ టు బికమ్ ఎ డెమన్, ప్లీజ్ లీవ్ హిమ్ ఇన్ ఫారెస్ట్. చిన్నజీయర్ స్వామి వారు వచ్చి చెప్పారు. వింటారా? ఏం రోజు వినం కదా? అదే యాజ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్.
Generally,
it's difficult. Don't do it. Yeah. So, because we need to understand that Vidura and all, they are not normal people, mother. Normal people. They can predict the future, and as expected, so he requested him to.
Not only leaving them away in the.
No, he is not telling him to kill him, right? Wherever penchukuntaru.
Sometimes it is like they are. It's a noble soul has got to give this child to me.
That also happens, yes. Yes.
That's also difficult.
Difficult, yes. That's also difficult. But Vidura says one thing, that is, Vidura says one thing is, for the sake of a family, one family member can be abandoned. It's very difficult or a very hard pill to swallow. For the sake of a family, you can abandon one person in a family. For the sake of a village, you can abandon a family. For the sake of a village, you can abandon a family. For the sake of a country, you can abandon a village. For the sake of a soul, you can abandon whole world. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. And being in a situation of a king, and for saving the kingdom, sacrificing one person should not be a big deal for a king. King should be in that consciousness.
But if, see the concept of prarabdha also is there. So it is their prarabdha that a child like that is born to this couple. So, I mean, they have to undergo whatever is being given.
But choice is there with him, Mataji. Choice is there with Dhritarashtra, right? All the you have kept the learned Brahmana in you, and then when you have kept Brahmanas means you are expected to believe his words. నాకు నచ్చినవే నేను చేస్తా. నా బ్రాహ్మణులు పెట్టుకునే నువ్వు ఇండివిజువల్ పెట్టుకో, మినిస్టర్ దేనికి? When you have put someone in some stature, for example, I believe someone as my Siksha Guru.
Correct, but in a family, as parents, the child is born. So God has also given some responsibilities to the parents until some time. After that, can abandon. Till the child is the security of the child, we taken care of the child, all has to be done by the parents. We have to do our duties till certain age. I mean, as a baby, how to be abandoned.
Mataji, very sensitive topic, Mataji, but we need to understand that it's your decision here. By the mutually, it's your decision. But the thing is, we need to understand that the people who are suggesting Vidura or ministers at that stature who are suggesting means it never goes wrong. And even in the case, I don't know if I am answering your question, but we need to understand that if even the child is left, had Duryodhana been left in forest, we are not killing him. At least the impact, even if he goes there also, even if he goes in forest, even if some forest people are raising him, eventually even he will create havoc there also. At least that havoc would be limited to forest clan, forest tribe, between the tribes only, the fight would be there, and only the bad would be happening limited to that area. But raising him here, it is creating a problem to the entire world. That's what is being said. Losing one boy for the sake of kingdom, more than a family member, king's responsibility is to take care of the kingdom. And for the sake of kingdom, he is supposed to, we are not asking to kill him, right? We are asking to abandon him. And abandon is nothing, వేరుపోవటం పెద్ద విషయం కాదు ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో. ఏదో తగాదాలు వచ్చి వేరుపోవట్లా. But now,
after certain age, to get their karmas and qualities, then abandoning is easier to be done. But as a baby, you will never know. It's only because, okay, it's a bad time, bad omen, and all, so you start.
Yes, that's right. It is difficult skill, Mataji, but that's the kind of faith they should be. They used to impose on Brahmanas or the great personalities. No, it's not. Even the Brahmanas, after seeing he is none other than Yamaraj, Mataji. Vidura is none other than Yamaraj. He is one of the Lord's best devotee. He has fallen here, and Brahmanas are also saying the same thing. It's not only Vidura, all the Brahmanas or ministers said that it's not, and since they didn't directly tell Duryodhana, Vidura told on their behalf that you should abandon this kid. You should abandon this kid, Dhritarashtra. Yeah, Vidura told Dhritarashtra to abandon this child. So, but as you know, Dhritarashtra is not blind materially, but he is also spiritually blind as well. He is spiritually blind as well. So you know what he did?
ధృతరాష్ట్రుని ఎంత క్రూరుడో తెలియడానికి భీముడిని ఎలా కవరించుకుంటే అది ఇండిపెండెంట్. సో
So that's right. The thing is, no, sometimes Prabhuji and Mataji's no need to go till Dhritarashtra. Even in current society, I bet in one or the other family members in your own circles, you might be seeing how much kind of a jealousy they have between brothers. I'm sorry to say that actually, my own father and his brother, they don't talk to each other. I mean, the reasons are plenty. I don't want to dig into that, but what I can say is, your own people, if you notice clearly, there will be a lot of people around you where they are from the same blood, but they have that much enmity, that much jealousy, that much envy. India, yeah, I remember. So, yeah. So, story of Duryodhana is this. So, the thing is, Duryodhana, eventually, for the sake of family, individual person can be rejected for sake of village, as I said. So, world can also be rejected. So, that's what even the same Vidura points out. So, now, we already seen name gave great personalities. So, here it is. So, that's what we said. Parashar Muni, birth, planetary influence, association depends or makes the person's destiny. Now, among these three, which is the most influencing factor to person's destiny? Among these three.
Association.
Are you sure?
Because we are all
Yeah. Now Duryodhana, yeah, you are right. Association is the right answer. Association is the right answer. Duryodhana had he been left in forest, still he is having a choice. Whether I wanted to mingle up with good people or bad people. Though the propensity of his past lives makes him to mingle up with bad people only, but still he has a choice. Same, cigarette తాగేవాడు, వాడికి చాయిస్ లేదా, వాడికి తెలియదా ఇది చెడ్డ పని అని తెలుసు. కానీ మనకు ఉన్నది ఒకటే జిందగీ బాసు, మనం ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలా. ఓకే, సో now association, you are right. Now I know a lot of scientific people will not believe this. Do you know how a pearl is formed? Can you tell me one thing, Srija? Probably you answer. Has science ever told how a pearl is formed?
In my class, I never got that.
Okay, anyone? Elders, has science told how a pearl is formed? చెప్పండి, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పండి.
నేను చదువుకున్నదే కదా.
చెప్పండి. ముత్యం
ముత్యం తయారవుతుంది, కానీ ఈ
నత్త ఆయిస్టర్
అది మౌత్ ఓపెన్ చేసి ఒక మంచు బిందువు పెడితే అది క్లోజ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. కొన్నాళ్ళకి
మనకు ఎన్ని వానలు పడట్లేదు, ఎంత వాన పడట్లేదు, ఎన్ని నత్తలు ఆయిస్టర్స్ లేవు, కానీ పర్ల్స్ మాత్రం చాలా రేరు.
అది ఒక పర్టికులర్ స్వాతి నక్షత్రం.
రైట్, దట్స్ ద పాయింట్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద థింగ్ వాట్ సైన్స్ విల్ నాట్ బిలీవ్ ఇట్. Only during that Swati Nakshatra visibility on the sky, when that drop falls on that oyster, that time only that pearl is formed. Only that time the pearl is formed. So, what the point we are trying to convey here is, the association is more important in whatever. Yes, due to your past lives, at the time of birth, you are having certain destiny. As per your past tendencies, as per your past lives, ee janmalo nee destiny idi. Now, in this life when you are starting, you can change your destiny in this life itself by your association. Destiny is not something fixed. We need to understand that. Destiny is not something, it is fixed. Okay? Am I clear? Any questions on this? Destiny is not fixed, it can be changed. So association is the one factor which can be changed. Now, active, passive. How many of, I think everyone has gone through this Srija Rama, Illara. Sorry, Shanti nahi aayi aaj. Okay. So the thing is, everyone here might have been gone through passive smoking. Am I right? You are all smokers only, right? Yes or no? वासन चूसुंटाరు కదా क्या माता जी स्मोकिंग का स्मेल्स देखा ना आपने देखा होगा सभी ने देखा होगा so we need to understand that active smoking and even survey shows that passive smokers smoking is more dangerous than active smokers smoking, right? Everyone might have gone through some 6 to 7 years back. I think the survey was released where passive smoking is more visible. So we need to understand that whoever is here, can you say who is taking active association, who is taking passive association? Which color? Yellow, blue, grey. Who is taking active association and who is taking passive association?
Blue is passive.
Third one means
Red is active.
Okay. Blue. Except for blue, both are actively associated with drinks and smoke. And our blue guy is passively associated with both smoking and drinking, right? So that's what is shown here. So generally people think that people who do active things or actively associated are only associated. Okay, whoever takes, generally people think, right, whoever is smoking is actually getting damaged, not me. That's the lot of people think, right? So this particular aspect is wrong, and the association is also more important. Even in Bangladesh it is said, I don't know when the TVs were introduced there. I think in Bangladesh TVs were introduced in the late 80s. So now, before 80s, whatever the crime rate was there before 80s, and after the introducing televisions, the crime rate got 10 times high, it seems, in Bangladesh. Association, TV, hearing. And now how many of you believe whoever reads newspapers, I know it might be not a good news for a lot of people, a lot of devotees, whoever reads newspapers, they slowly are prone to depression or anxiety. How many of you accept this? Only two devotees lifted the hands.
We read the newspaper.
Huh?
We read the newspaper.
Yeah. When I don't bring newspaper in my house itself. Only when my dad comes, he will be getting Sakshi, Eenadu, Andhra Jyoti. 3 of them he gets, and all the 3 he reads page to page.
Newspaper, see, the concept of newspaper is from the older days, I understand, and print. But news, whether it's paper or media, it's the same thing.
No.
It's worse in media now.
Worse.
Online we get notifications and channels keep going, that is worse.
When I say newspaper, I include TV also, news channels also.
YouTube న్యూస్ పేపర్ బదులు యూట్యూబ్లోనే జనాలు చాలా పాడేటప్పుడు.
No. Anyway, the point what I'm trying to make is this media, newspaper, news channel and all. If you see more, they are more prone to depression and anxiety. Will you accept or not? If you accept, lift your hands. Yes. And my dad, being in police department, he get all the 3. Because one newspaper, they might be pro to one party, other newspaper I have to see, so I need to take a neutral opinion. So he reads all the 3 newspapers. And I am a person who never reads newspapers. I don't want to tell greatness about it. You should be precautionary. When the COVID attacked, initially when the COVID, I still remember the days of 2020, initial 6 months, from March till August, no one were coming out of it. And from entire community, myself, my son, my daughter, we 3 were playing basketball. No one were coming out. And it's not to challenge someone, not to do, because they were seeing newspaper like that. But unfortunate situation is, the one family is there who were there 6 months non-stop. They didn't come out of the flat itself. 6 months, 9 months. And what are the groceries, we used to help them, keep them outside the room, and we used to, they never used to come out. And after in the 9 months they were inside only. 9 months they didn't come out. They got COVID.
In our society, they are not allowed to walk.
Walk also.
That is the problem.
I don't know. Maybe it's not that the community is looking negative, thinking negative about it. At that time, law-abiding will come. Because at that time, due to this China and all, no one didn't used to eat non-veg also. You know, right? China నుంచి వచ్చిందంట, దేనికి ఏమి వచ్చిందో నాన్-వెజ్ కూడా తిన్నా చాలా మంది పాపం. You know, right? When there were the days almost for 3 to 4 months, no one ate non-veg also. Do you remember? You remember the days, right? And after it got subsided again, with double vigor, they started. So anyway, the point is association. We should not have that mindset that whoever is associated, even if we are associated with wrong people also, we are damaged. I saw my dad arrested. One guy was involved in some crime, and his friends, though they were not involved, they were taken, they were beaten black and blue, and later we realized they were not part of it, then they were taken out. So we should be very careful. My girl and myself, we discuss a lot. How come, daddy? ఎవరి ఇష్టం వాళ్ళది. ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళెవరో హీరోయిన్, ఆ అమ్మాయి బట్టలు సరిగ్గా వేసుకోవట్లేదంటే అతన్ని ఇష్టం, చూడండి చూడకపోవడం మీ ఇష్టం. వాట్ ఈస్ రాంగ్ ఇన్ ఇట్? షీ వాజ్ ఆర్గ్యూయింగ్. సో ఐ వాజ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు టెల్ హర్, కాదమ్మా, అలా కాదు తల్లి, ఇది తల్లి, ఆమెకు అవసరమా, అనవసరంగా ఇది అన్నెసరీ, ఇట్ గివ్స్ డబల్ థాట్స్ టు యూ, అన్నెసరీ నెగిటివ్ థాట్స్ వుడ్ బి కమింగ్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ గుడ్, బ్యాడ్ అండ్ ఆల్. వీ ట్రై టు ఆర్గ్యూ. Change. Yeah. Surely, anyhow, that's a ugra karma. They are going to face the consequences. If not now, next life. With no iota of doubt.
Day before yesterday, ఒక అమ్మాయి దగ్గర వేసుకుని కెంపుల్ మీద కూర్చొని అడిగింది, ప్లీజ్ గో అండ్ సీ ది వాట్ ఈస్ ది డ్రెస్ కోడ్.
ఫీల్ అయిపోయి మూతి తిప్పుకొని వెళ్ళిపోయింటుంది. Okay. So when a piece of glass comes in contact with emerald, it starts shining like that gem, but it does not become a gem in itself. But a person can become a great himself because of the company of another great person. Really, Prabhuji and Madhya understand, it's a very practical thing. My wife Prashanti, she is not education wise, she is not a topper kind of a thing. She is not a topper kind of a thing. But her association is there with toppers. By being in association with toppers, somehow గుంపులో గోవింద అయిపోయింది. Association matters actually. And when you associate with the ultimate, that really changes you as a person. And when you are associating with a person like Krishna and Bhagavadgita, best teacher, best student, when you are associating, you might not understand couple of things, you need to get clarified, but that those things come. I have seen brahmacharis and sannyasis in ISKCON, one after another, you see that divinity in them. I don't know whether you noticed it or not, but I noticed. And when they speak also, I feel like Krishna is speaking. See, literally, the way they never ఏం పెద్ద చలించరు. ఇది అప్రిషియేట్ చేసినా, ఏం చేసినా, there will be a common composure would be there. I don't know if Suma Mataji agrees or not. Yeah, that's what I mean. The way when you associate with that kind of people, automatically that traits you also get it actually. You also get it. Same. వాడు వీడవుతాడు అంతే. సేమ్ థింగ్. మీరు వారవుతారు. యా, మీ పాయింట్కి మా మాతాజీ పంచ్ డైలాగ్ వేశారు. కానీ జనరల్ ప్యారలాన్స్లో ప్రొపోజిషన్ మాతాజీ విత్ ద కరెంట్ జనరేషన్, అండ్ ఐ రియల్లీ మా ఉన్న బ్రహ్మచారీస్కి వీ నీడ్ టు పే శాస్త్రాంగ దండవత్, బికాస్ ఇంతకుముందు 20-30 years బ్యాక్ ద టెక్నాలజీ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వాజ్ నాట్ లైక్ దిస్. Now with the technology being like this and maintaining brahmacharya is not easy job actually. It's not easy. I really have high regard to them. High regard to them. One now brahmacharis of the Ruchar, so one to drop them, we went to station. So మనం అవకాశం వస్తే తగ్గంగా మనకు ఇంకా నేను వాళ్ళ లగేజ్ కూలీలాగా పెట్టుకొని పైకి కూలీలాగా తీసుకొని వెళ్తున్నాను. మా ప్రభుజీ ఎందుకు మోస్తున్నారండి అంటే, ప్రభుజీ ప్లీజ్ ఈ రకంగా మీరు ఏదైనా కొంచెం మా మీద జాలి తెలిసి మాకు ఇఫ్ యూ ప్రే ఫర్ అస్ ఇట్ విల్ బి గుడ్ ఫర్ అస్ అని ఐ టుక్ దేర్ లగేజ్, బ్రహ్మచారి లగేజ్ లైక్ ఆన్ మై హెడ్ ఐ took and left them to train. The thing is, we need to understand that when you are associating with a great thing, you will also become great. You will also, if not great, at least become better. So, and you are having a perfect teacher and perfect student and perfect book in front of you. If you are associating with it, in fact, have you ever realized whatever the great sayings of lot of great people whom you see, all, if you carefully observe, all are in and out somewhere coming from Bhagavadgita only. మీరు ఏ సేయింగ్ అని తీసుకోండి, it has roots in Bhagavadgita. Okay, so can you please explain in detail? So he says, already in the last session we have seen there are two types of living entities, Kshara and Akshara, fallible and infallible. Now in this fallible conditioned, infallible means they are already self-realized, they are already liberated, but fallible means who are conditioned, and in this condition also there are two people, divine quality people and demonic quality people. That's what he is saying. So I have described the divine qualities in detail. Now here in detail about the demoniac qualities. He is saying, first of all, they don't know what is to be done dharma and what is not to be done dharma. They don't know actually. They don't know. They don't know what to be done. Don't know is not an excuse that I don't know, that is the reason why you accept. No. నువ్వు పడాల్సిందే, నీకు తిక్క రేగాల్సిందే, నీకు పంచు పడాల్సిందే. ఐ డోంట్ నో, సిగ్నల్ బ్రేక్ చేశాను, సారీ మాతాజీ. ఐఎమ్ థింకింగ్ అబౌట్ దట్ గై ఓన్లీ.
I don't know which one I will see the bill that I will get it.
No, I think still in your signal they are not kept that challan part, I believe. I think photos they are not taking, but they will keep eventually one day. So point is, I don't know, red signal ki agali నాకు తెలియదు కాబట్టి నన్ను వదిలేయండి, no. So that's not the point we need to say. So demonic people, we need to understand that they don't know what is dharma and what is not dharma, adharma, what is not to be done and all, they don't know. Now first of all, they don't know what is to be done. Now here he has given three conditions: cleanliness,
Like dharma and adharma. Like we don't
Time
know whether it is right or wrong. Like we had heard earlier, like there was a profession of robbery.
Yes.
For robbers.
Yes.
So for them that was the job. So whether it is right or wrong, it was similar to incident. So that is their profession. So what?
No, Mataji, that's not a profession. That is a profession they have chosen. Okay, then there is Krishna has created these many varnas. In that varnas, in those, though there are, so in those 4 varnas, in all the 4 varnas robbers are there. But that robbers is not which is not Krishna has invented. It is their living entity. They have opted, they have chosen themselves. Easily we will do one robbery చేసి గట్టిగా one robbery చేసిన సంవత్సరం మొత్తం బతికేచ్చు ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ. దానికి వాళ్ళు పడాల్సిందే. They have to face the consequence. No doubt about it actually. No doubt about it. So here he is saying cleanliness, proper conduct and truthfulness. They are not clean like you. So Krishna is clarifying Arjuna that don't worry Arjuna, you are not demoniac in nature, you are divine. Your thoughts are clean. ఎవరు ఆలోచిస్తారు, అరే నేను నా సొంత వాళ్ళని చంపుకోవాలా, నేను నా తాతని చంపాలా, నా గురువుని చంపాలా? మరి సేమ్ దుర్యోధను కూడా అప్లై కదా. Duryodhana is also in the same situation, right? He is also facing his own relatives, his own brothers, his own guru he is facing, but he never got it out, right? He still was instigating the gurus and his members. మీరు పార్షాలిటీ చూపిస్తారేమో, చూపించకూడదు, చంపాలా, ఎరగదీయాలా, మీ పోర్షను నా పోర్షను తెరుచుకుందాం. He is instigating. He is also in the same situation. Whatever situation Arjuna was in, even Duryodhana was also in. He was also facing gurus, he was also facing his brothers, he was also facing his relatives, but he never repented in the warfield. But only Arjuna repented with utmost compassion. So that cleanliness of thoughts are there for you, Arjuna, not for him. So you are divine, not demoniac. Don't feel that you are demoniac. And similarly, proper conduct. He was before going for a war, he took the blessings of Bhishma, who is in opposite party. How many of you will you go? Going to enemy to seek his blessings. నీ శత్రువు దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి నువ్వు నాకు బెస్టే అంటావా శ్రీజ? So that's what is the greatness of conduct. But our Duryodhana, he always ఎటకారం, గురువులన్నా ఎటకారమే, బంధువులన్నా ఎటకారమే. ఇంకా వాళ్ళని he was trying to instigate them or రెచ్చగొట్టడం. మీరు డీలా పడతారేమో, ఇది మన గురువు, ఇది అది ఇది అని he was trying to. What a wonderful manager, right? Duryodhana. That's what managers do, right? Administration, really. ఇప్పుడు దుర్యోధనుడు ఈ కాలంలో ఉంటే ఎక్కడ ఏ సీఈఓ అయ్యేవాడు. సీరియస్లీ, మీన్ బ్రింగింగ్ జోష్, యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ద జోష్ అంటే ఎస్ జోష్ అంటాడేమో. సో దట్ ప్రాపర్ కండక్ట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ దేర్ ఫర్ Duryodhana, but Arjuna, he was having proper conduct. So that's the reason why don't panic, Arjuna, you are not demoniac, you are divine. And he is saying, and truthfulness, there are a lot of stories to tell about how truthfulness Arjuna is. Probably a simple story I will try to indicate. I know time is not there. Panchali is the wife of all the 5 Pandavas, and I don't want to get into a topic why, how and all, no. But it was a rule what Narada created to them, saying that each 1 year she would be there with one Pandava, and during that time they should not, none of the brothers should enter their private room, like that. It was properly deal done by Narada. So once Draupadi was there in that year with Yudhishthira Maharaj, and one farmer comes and says that all the animals were stolen by some thief, please help. So then Arjuna comes to his rescue and tells that, okay, I will help you. But his all armory was there in the private room where they were there. So he goes, but if someone breaks that promise, they need to go for 12 years to forest. Someone breaks the deal. So for satisfying farmer's help or helping farmer, he goes to the private room and takes the archery and all this stuff. When both of them were playing, Draupadi and Yudhishthira Maharaj were playing some judam, what is that? Dices thing they were playing. He goes and comes. Then he helps the farmer to get the cattle and all. Then he tells brother that I will leave to forest since I have broken the promise I came to and all. And brother solaces him, no need to worry because you are not hurted or something like that. And he says, but we need to understand the point that how many of them will genuinely come and tell that I did wrong?
Nobody.
Generally. నువ్వు ఎప్పుడైనా తప్పు చేసి అమ్మ నేను తప్పు చేశాను నన్ను నా పనిష్మెంట్ ఇవ్వు అని అడిగావు ఎప్పుడైనా? అడగలేదా?
Srija very rare. Srija is.
So that's what the tendency, how many of you, very very rare actually. I have seen very few of them in my life where they did some wrong and did some wrong and they apologize. Anyway, let's see. Apologize. So we need to understand that. So Krishna is trying to say that you are not demoniac and you are genuinely a divine person. That's what he promises. That's what he confirms. No.
Is it coming?
Okay. What you do is you put this side. इसके अंदर डाल दो. Okay. So now. He is explaining demoniac qualities in detail, and they never think that they have a bad. Actually, demoniac people know they never think they have bad qualities. You know that, right? Ante kada. I don't have bad qualities, They don't have bad qualities. So Arjuna thinks I am demoniac, but Krishna says no, not at all. At least you want to know what is dharma. అదే దుర్యోధను థాట్ రాలేదే, ఏది రైట్ ఏది చేద్దాం అని అప్పుడు అడగలేదే. సో he was trying to tell him that he was not of that nature. So now they say that this world is unreal with no foundation and no God control. That's what the demoniac people say. They say that this world is unreal with no foundation and no God in control. And if they think like that, they must not be fearing sinful actions. అంతే కదా. బట్ గాడ్ లేడని అయితే ఇస్తున్నారు అనుకోండి, గాడ్ లేడనుకుంటే they will be always thinking that they will not fear at all to do any sinful actions, right? We are getting the logic that God ఉన్నాడని తెలిస్తేనే మనం భయం అనేది ఉంటుంది. గాడ్ లేదన్నట్టు మనం విచ్చలవిడిగా చేసుకోవచ్చు, విచ్చలవిడిగా బిహేవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
అలా అనుకుని కూడా చేసేవాడు. గాడ్ ఉన్నాడు అని అనుకున్నాక కూడా చేసేవాడు.
అప్పుడు గాడ్ ఉన్నాడని ఉంటే అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక థాట్ అనేది వస్తుంది, అరే మనం ఏదో తప్పు చేస్తున్నామో దేవుడు శిక్షిస్తాడు, దేవుడు ఏమైనా పనిష్మెంట్ ఇస్తాడేమో, మంచిది కాదు అని ఒక చిన్న ఎస్ మాతాజీ ఆ ఫియర్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ అనేది ఓన్లీ వాళ్ళకి మోర్ దే ఆర్ నెవర్ షో ఆఫ్ మాతాజీ. దట్స్ ఓన్లీ షో ఆఫ్ మాతాజీ, ఓన్లీ షో ఆఫ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. దే బిలీవ్ ద గాడ్, అంతే కదా. ఇప్పుడు I don't want to quote the names, but the thing is, when they say that, they will be getting more votes, right? అటు పక్క మందు బార్లు అన్నీ ఓపెన్ చేయాలి, ఒక జనాభా ఒక లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ జనాభా